There wasn't a lot of acting required. I mean, you just got to be there looking at this thing.
Initially they gave us some drawings and some sketches and some production art that they had done, and then we did some maquettes.
I haven't certainly worked with anything as incredibly designed and incredibly made, and a lot of that was due to the team behind it, and a lot of that was due to just the ferocity and power that DWAINE STEVENSON brought every day.
I didn't want just a guy in a suit. To have DWAINE inside all of that as the heart and soul of it, I didn't think there was anyone else who could do it the way he could do it.
Yeah, DWAINE throws himself into his work. I think the element of the electronics kept you believing that this was, you know, a real kind of monster, and then the heart of the Raggeds, you know, played by DWAINE, brought the fear.
During all the test fittings, he could see where we were going with the suit, and once we had produced heads and hands, he could get inside it and play with it. But I think he did a lot of research and a lot of background, you know, on his own.
It took a lot of months to just head away from like human life, and I really explored many difficult things that animals go through. You know, it was a very challenging path to go down. That wasn't easy, but I needed to explore that to find the truth of what that creature was.
I wanted someone that could, like the actors influence their characters, could influence the entire movement, the emotion, the performance. So every morning DWAINE would come to me, show me things, suggest things, like any other actor in the film would. We would then show the animatronic team how the head would move, what DWAINE was doing with his face.
We're working with the MEG guys to bring that character to life in sync. Started way back when I first went out there and we took a drawing of my body.
In the backpack, so all cables go to the head, so the head's the lightest it possibly can.
Yeah.
DWAINE was there every step of the way. He saw what we were doing, he was taking ideas in.
The early process of those guys building the Ragged was the start of my process too, so we sort of were moving forward together.
He goes to points where most people would say it's too far, and for me it's beautiful because that to me is the bar then.
It's hard, but try and keep it all in your legs. You don't need to like overwork the run. Because it would have been very easily just to come in and it'd just be a mindless killer and I'm a monster.
He was ferocious.
There was that terrifying element that was brought that I don't need to do much work on because of DWAINE. I'm scared shitless of him.
Very rarely you come up and do a two-handed scene actually against a team of people.
Yeah, it took about 5 puppeteers to bring one of the character heads together. Puppeteer on eyes, a puppeteer doing the mouth and jaw.
I'm setting up the animatronics for his head that forms all his facial expressions. And also I'm going through on the settings on the radio set, just adjusting the range of the movements, and they look a bit over the top.
As soon as you see something on screen that's a CGI creature, Shane and I both agree that you're pulled out of the story. Things can look amazing and photoreal, but you're always kind of missing a certain quality. And having something tangible for the actors to communicate with and react to, I think that's a really important part of the process.
You know, and you're like reacting to it and seeing the movements in their mouth and, you know, all the CGI crap that they do these days. I just don't think it can come off as good as what you see in that.
I've done a few creature movies and these creatures are just, they're badass.
It's hard not to do the noises too.
They move the head or the eyes a certain way. Inside there I can pick up on what that face is exactly doing, but it very is much a team effort. Even though I'm in there and my physical self isn't seen, like I really have to concentrate very, very hard and be present.
The things you never see in the film, you just assume that monster's real and that reaction's real. But to get that real reaction takes a huge amount of work between both actors to find the truth in it. And I think that's one thing that no one expected going into this, was how much work DWAINE would do and had to do to help the performance of that, to really get the performance of the Ragged.